also.
Selamat sore kalian Nemita. Selamat bergabung kembali di Sutta Class pada hari ini. Seperti yang teman-teman tahu, kemarin kita sudah membahas tentang latar belakang dan bait pertama dari Manggala Sutta.
Di mana waktu itu Bhante menjelaskan bagaimana sih cara yang tepat saat kita harus berhadapan dengan lingkungan yang kurang baik atau tidak baik. Yang pertama, kita tidak usah mendengarkannya.
Yang kedua, kita tidak usah menerima orang tersebut.
Dan yang terakhir, kita tidak usah berbicara dengan orang tersebut. Sebelum kita mulai acara pada hari ini, alangkah baiknya jika teman-teman bisa mendownload file virtual background yang telah kami sediakan di kolom komentar yang akan nantinya dipakai pada saat photo session.
Oke, tanpa berlama-lama lagi, mari kita sambut Bhante Dhammasara ke dalam acara ini dengan bersikap anjali. Good afternoon, Bhante. Before we begin our class, let's recite Namo Tassa together.
Okay. And Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay.
Okay, good afternoon, Bhante.
Good afternoon for everyone. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Bhante, for the time you took to teach us about the Manggala Sutta. So without further ado and with respect, let's start our Dhamma class.
Okay. So in the Manggala Sutta, altogether there are 12 verses. The first one is asking from the King Deva, King Saka. So from the second one, last week we finished the first verses, first three Mangala. Asivana Jabalanam, Pandita Nanja Sivana Bujaja Bujaneana. Today we will start from the Badiruba Desawa Sojal Bubi Jagata Bunyata Atta Samma Bnidija Edan Mangala Modama. Here, no, Atta Samma Bnidija. Okay. Today, I will start from here. This is the second verse, fourth Mangala. Altogether in Manggala Sutta, there are 38 kinds of Manggala, 38 kinds of blessing or higher blessing or development of our life, present and future. Here, Bhatirupa Desa. The first Pali was Bhatirupa Desa. Here, Bhatirupa Desa, 2 Pali word. And the other one is Vasa, 3-1. Here, Vasa is the birth, Pali birth. In English, this one translated as reside. That means living in the living. Vaso means living. Desa. Desa in Basal also desa, same. Locality, place. Bhatirupa is the suitable, appropriate. Here is translated as suitable. That's why when we translate this one is living in the suitable locality, living in the suitable place. So the place will be suitable for us. If we live in a suitable place, we can have so many disadvantages. That's why the Buddhists encourage here, the Buddha teach to live in the suitable place. Living in the suitable place is one of the higher blessings.
Baik, jadi Bhante akan melanjutkan pembahasan dari minggu lalu. Manggala Sutta ini ada 12 verse. Dan yang pertama itu kan yang meminta kepada Buddha. Raja Dewa, Dewa Saka meminta kepada Buddha. Dan kita minggu lalu sudah membahas 3 yang pertama dari Manggala, yaitu 3 hal yang mendatangkan berkah. Dan hari ini kita akan mulai dari yang Patirupa Desa Wasoca. Dan
Patirupa
selanjutnya
Desa Wa.
Patirupa Desa Wa.
Waso. Yes.
Wasoca. Ya. Dan di Manggala ini ada 38 hal yang mendatangkan berkah. Patirupa Desa Waso. Waso itu artinya lahir. Dan ditranslate ke bahasa Inggris itu sebagai tempat tinggal. Sedangkan desa itu sama seperti bahasa kita, desa artinya itu lokalitas atau tempat. Sedangkan patirupa itu artinya cocok, pantas atau sesuai. Jadi tinggal di tempat yang sesuai. Arti kata dari patirupa desa waso. Tempat yang cocok untuk kita. Kenapa? Karena kalau tidak tinggal di tempat yang sesuai, kita akan memiliki banyak ketidakuntungan. Oleh karena itu, Buddha menyemangati kita untuk tinggal di tempat yang sesuai. Oke, Bhante.
Okay, here you see the word cha. This one is represented in English as all. That means either or. And sometimes this one represented with a comma in English. That's why combination of this number 1, number 2, number 3. This one or that one or that one, like this. But this one is combination, all 3-1. So in Pali, this one is called samuccayata, combination. This one also one of the high blessings. The other one also had the blessings. The other one also had the blessings. In this way, cha is the combination, the meaning of combination. Here we can see 3 cha. In other verse also, in some place we can see this cha. This cha is only the combination linking one to another.
Oke, arti kata ca itu disingkat aja ya, singkat bahwa artinya itu kombinasi. Boleh dibilang itu sebagai koma Jadi di sini kan ada 3 ca, berarti ini 3 kombinasi. Ini hal-hal yang menyambungkan bahwa ini dilakukan, ini dilakukan, ini dilakukan.
Okay. So we need to identify where is the suitable place. Just talking to the living suitable place is not understand in our mind. So when we look to the commentary, there, Badiruba Desa Waso Nalma, Yata Tadaso Parisa Viharandi Dana Dini Punyagriya Watuni, Wadandi, Nawangan Satu Sasanan Debati, Tata Niwaso Sadana Punyagriya Bajata Mangalandi Wujadi. Okay. Tadaso Parisa Viharandi, they have the 4 kinds of audience, 4 kinds of audience of the Buddha. Number 1 is the bhikkhu, number 2 is the bhikkhuni. So in Upasaka and Upasika, these 4 kinds of audience have the place, 4 kinds of this audience, this kinds of people living is the Badiruba Desawasa. In that place, we can do Punyakiriya. Punyakiriya means meritorious deeds. There are 10 kinds of meritorious deeds. Last time we also discussed Dana, Sila, Bhavana, Bhajana. In this way, they are 10. This 10 is very important to practice the Manggala Sutta. In the other place also we can see these 10 kinds of meritorious deeds. The place 10 kinds of meritorious deeds can be done by us. If we cannot do this 10 kinds of meritorious deeds, it is not called suitable locality to live. And the other one is Nawanga Satu Sasana, Devadi. That when the Buddha teaching is available to practice. The Buddha teaching are practiced by the people in that place is called the suitable locality.
Jadi kita perlu menentukan di mana sih tempat yang sesuai. Kalau kita nggak lihat kitab komentarnya, kita nggak tahu ya. Jadi kata Bhante, dilihat dari kitab komentar, tempat sesuai itu apa? Tempat sesuai itu kalau di situ di tempat itu ada 4 orang ini, yaitu bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, upasaka, upasika. Mengapa? Karena di tempat ini kita bisa melakukan punyakiriya, yaitu perbuatan kebajikan. Dan ada 10 macam perbuatan kebajikan yang bisa dirangkum itu dana, sila, samadhi. Dana, sila, bhavana. Dan juga tempat yang, jadi tempat itu adalah tempat yang sesuai. Dan kriteria kedua adalah tempat itu harus ada ajaran Buddha dan orang-orang mempraktikkannya.
Okay. Tankai Solapunya meritorious deed we'll see later. The other Manggala also associated this 10 kinds of meritorious deed. So I will not talk here.
10 perbuatan kebajikan itu nanti akan Bhante jelaskan di bagian yang lain karena di situ juga ada konteks yang berhubungan dengan 10 perbuatan kebajikan.
So this play is Tata Niwaso Sadhanam Punya Kiriyanam Pachiyatal Mangalandi Vosudi. Living suitable locality is the higher blessings because it suppose, it may condition to develop our meritorious deed. That's what the Buddha says. To develop our present and past, present and future, we need to live suitable locality. According to our teacher, we learn the suitable locality in the other interpretation. There's 3 kinds of sappaya. Udu sappaya, awasa sappaya, and bugala sappaya. That means appropriate weather. If the weather is not appropriate, if the environment is not appropriate, that locality should be avoided. In some places, we need the suitable residence, suitable housing. If we don't have the suitable housing, we cannot live there. We cannot practice there. because awasa is the living place, udu is the weather of that place. And the other one is the Bogala. Bogala means the person who is suitable for us. If we don't have the suitable person, we should be avoided that kinds of places. Because unsuitable person make us dangerous. We cannot think righteously. We cannot do our righteous activity. That's why to communicate with the righteous people, to live under the suitable weather, to live in the suitable housing, suitable house, it is also important. That's why living in the suitable weather, suitable house, suitable person, with a suitable person is also important. It is also one of the higher blessings to develop our meritorious, not only in the present life, but also in the future.
Tinggal di tempat yang sesuai itu dikatakan adalah berkah yang lebih tinggi. Karena ini mengkondisikan kita untuk mengembangkan 10 perbuatan kebajikan. Jadi Buddha mengatakan bahwa tinggal di tempat sesuai itu sangat penting. Dan juga ada 3 kriteria di mana tempat sesuai yang mendukung tempat sesuai itu, yaitu harus tinggal di iklim udara yang cocok. Dan yang kedua, tinggal di rumah yang cocok. Kenapa? Karena kita bisa berlatih. Kalau rumah itu tidak cocok, kita tidak bisa mengembangkan latihan kita. Dan yang ketiga adalah pugala, itu orang. Jadi kita harus tinggal dengan orang yang cocok. Karena kalau orang itu berbuat yang membahayakan, itu membuat kita bahaya juga. Jadi kita tidak bisa melakukan tindakan benar. Jadi sangat penting sekali untuk kriteria ini, yaitu tinggal di iklim udara yang cocok, rumah yang cocok, dan juga orang yang cocok. Dan itu tidak hanya untuk kehidupan ini, tapi kehidupan yang akan datang. Kalau kita bisa memilih tempat yang cocok dan mengembangkan kebajikan kita, dan itu bermanfaat di kehidupan ini dan kehidupan akan datang.
The second one is the Bobbe Jagata Bonyata. Bobbe Jagata Bonyata, having the wholesome activity in the previous life. Bobbe means the past life or previous. Kata Bonya means, Kata means done. Has been done. Bonya means the meritorious action. In this one, kata is the birth. So Bobeja kata bonyada, having meritorious action in the past life. So Boba here represent the past life, not only the previous our action in this life, but also the past life. In the commentary explain that having our perfection in the previous Buddha teaching, Buddha's order, or the having previous kusala dharma.
Pube kata punyata, pube itu artinya kehidupan lampau, kata itu artinya birth, lahir, punyata itu perbuatan bajik, jadi memiliki tindakan perbuatan kebajikan di masa yang lalu, timbunan kebajikan di masa yang lalu.
Okay. So here Gadabonya means the kusala. So through the having the kusala, we can develop our inside knowledge. Here in the commentary say, Yoja manosol bobi gadadikaro osana kusala mulo. So denewa kusala mulina vipasana ubadi do aswa kayan papunati. Depend on that previous wholesome activity, we can attain the aswakaya, that means the eradication of the things. However, it is not possible to know whether we have the previous kusala karma or not, but it is sure to do in the present life. Pubeja, mobile we can present here, the day before yesterday also previous hour also can be the puba. That means we can say that's preparing kusala dharma. It should be prepared or preliminary activity to do something for the supporting of the completion of our activity. That's why it is better to explain to practice the present life as the preparing before we do our activities, before we perform, because we cannot know whether we have or not in the previous life. That's why to be done our activity, to be complete our goal, it is better to practice now for our future. That also can be the Pubeja Kata Punyata.
Kata punya itu artinya kusala, kebajikan. Jadi dengan memiliki kebajikan, kita bisa mengembangkan sampai ke tingkat sampai mendapatkan pandangan terang. Jadi ini tergantung dari timbunan kebajikan kita untuk menghapus kekotoran batin kita. Tetapi tidak mungkin untuk mengetahui apakah kita punya kebajikan di masa lalu. Jadi yang dimaksud di sini adalah membuat persiapan di kehidupan sekarang untuk kehidupan yang akan datang. Dan pube itu yang dimaksud bukan cuma hanya masa lalu juga, tapi bisa diartikan kemarin, atau kemarinnya lagi, atau kemarinnya lagi. Jadi sepertinya untuk kita mempersiapkan diri di saat ini melakukan kebajikan, karena itu akan mengkondisikan masa depan kita.
So here, gada is not only our physical activity. Doing, action, is not only physical activity, but also our verbal word and the mental thoughts. Sometimes we need in the analysis in our mind to do something, and also discussing before we do something. That's why kata is not only physical activity, not only done with our body. So here bobeja kata punya dal mean having done in our physical action, verbal action, and the mental action. So through the three kinds of activity, we can develop our present and future life.
Kebajikan di sini yang dimaksud adalah bukan hanya tindakan perbuatan bajik secara fisik, tapi juga secara mental pikiran kita. Kadang kita kan butuh analisa atau diskusi sebelum kita mengerjakan sesuatu. Jadi mental pikiran ini juga harus dikembangkan untuk ke arah yang baik. Jadi perbuatan di sini tidak hanya dilakukan oleh fisik, tapi juga secara pikiran dan secara melalui ucapan. Dengan ketiga ini, kita kembangkan kebajikan untuk masa depan kita.
Okay. The other one is atta sanma panidi. Atta sanma panidi, no atta. Atta sanma panidi. Here, sanma means righteous. Panidi means here to set oneself. Salma means righteously. So Ada means oneself, to sell oneself righteously. That means some people think the Ada is the physical activity, to do our physical activity in the right things. But it is not only in the physical activity, but also thinking righteously. But needing means set, putting or that living righteously. That's why this also become the one of the higher blessings. Here the Buddha say, Adda samapanidi nama idikejo adanan dosilansili paritta. If we don't have the impurified morality, impurify the sila, we should be purified this one. We need to purify our sila. Asadan sadaya, sadasampadaya paritta. If we don't believe the trilogy, if we don't have the faith in the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and Karma, it tried to be believed there, it tried to be confident there. In Maicharin Jagaya Paritta, we people have the Maichariya, we stingy. So, to offer our property to the other people is difficult because of stinginess. So to reduce stingy and to fulfill our generosity, also one of the high blessings. The Buddha say, if we do asadan sadaya, having the sada, having the jaga, here is explained two things. To have the confidence and the tribulations, and to have the jaga sampada, having generosity. This thing also the Buddha say, atta samapanidi.
Atta sama panidi, atta itu diri, sama itu benar, dan panidi itu mengarahkan diri. Jadi boleh dibilang mengarahkan, menuntun diri ke jalan yang benar. Dan orang berpikir bahwa itu, banyak orang berpikir itu hanya tindakan fisik, tapi sebenarnya di sini juga termasuk mental. Dan ini dianggap berkah yang lebih tinggi. Kalau sila kita masih belum murni, kita harus mencoba untuk memurnikan sila. Dan juga kalau kita tidak punya keyakinan terhadap Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, dan juga Kama, kita harus memulai untuk mempelajari dan memiliki keyakinan itu. Dan kita ini termasuk orang yang kikir. Maka untuk berdana itu sebenarnya agak susah. Jadi di sini kita harus melatih untuk melakukan kemurahan hati. Dan Buddha di sini di kitab komentar dituliskan bahwa membuat poin bahwa di sini harus memiliki keyakinan terhadap Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, juga jaga, yaitu kemurah hatian.
This one also can be translated as the directing ourselves toward the right condition, toward the right activities. So through the directing ourselves to the right activity, it can be reduced, it can be eradicated in the present life and future life, the danger of the present and future life, and also can reduce our enemy. That's why the Buddha said here, this is one of the higher blessings to practice in our life for the development in the both life.
Jadi bisa diartikan ini adalah menuntun diri ke aktivitas perbuatan yang baik dan benar. Dan ini bisa untuk mengurangi keburukan di masa ini dan juga masa depan, dan juga bisa untuk mengurangi musuh.
Okay, so one verse is enough now. Diruba desa wasal, pobe jagada bunyada, and atta samapanidi. And idal mangala means these three also the higher blessings. We don't need to explain this one, okay.
Jadi 3 itu adalah hal-hal yang mendatangkan berkah.
The other one, bahu sajanja sipinja wineyo jasusikido. Subhasita jayawaja idang mangala muttama. Bahu sajanja. Here one mangala is a sajja. Mangala is sajja. The other one is the saipa. We can say saipa. Saipanja, that means that the preposition is there in the Pali preposition. So we can say saipa. Vinayoja susikido. Okay, 2. And subhasita jayawaja. So we have in this verb 4 mangala, 4 higher blessings. So bahu is the many, much. Sitcha is the learning. And the sepa is the skillful and script. That means sepa means our skill in the physical activities. Sajjal, bahu sajjal means with our knowledge. Bahu follows, bahu modified not only sajjal but also the salpa. That's why English was bahu sajja, bahu sepa. Many knowledge and many skill. Vinayo jasusikido. Vinayo means the discipline. So susikido means learning, well training. That means learning the discipline, well learning the discipline. The other one is the subhasita yawaja. Here yawaja means ya is an article. The waja is the word. That's the wajikalma. Waja is the word, our verbal action, our speech. So subhasita means well talking, and good talking, our speech. So talking speech, very good is here to be of the good speech. That means we need to talk the good speech. So this is 4 kinds of mangala.
Oke, untuk di bait yang ini ada 4 ya, hal-hal yang mendatangkan berkah, yaitu sajang, sipan, winayo, subhasita. Key point-nya itu, bahu artinya banyak, sedangkan saja artinya belajar, sipan artinya keterampilan dalam tindakan fisik maksudnya. Jadi ini bahu saja, bahu sipan. Jadi di sini dua hal. Bukannya dihitung 1 tapi dihitung 2 ya. Lalu winayo artinya disiplin atau aturan perilaku. Dan susikito itu artinya berlatih dengan baik. Subhasita, waca dulu. Waca itu tindakan ucapan. Subhasita itu artinya baik, jadi perlu mengembangkan mengembangkan pembicaraan yang baik. Jadi di translate ini si baca memiliki banyak pengetahuan, terampil dalam bidang seni, sangat terlatih dalam tata susila dan berbicara yang benar. Inilah berkah utama.
Okay. Here the first one. Having the good knowledge, learn knowledge. Must learn knowledge. Bahu sajjal mangala. That's one bahu sajjal mangala, bahu sepa mangala, vinayo jasusikida mangala, in this way. So here bahu sajjal means having much knowledge should be we cannot say every knowledge should be learned, but it should be the good knowledge. That commentary interprets Suddha Dro Suddha Sannichyo. Idal Bekwe Ikaja Bukalasal, Bahugan Sudan Hodi Sudan Gayang Vyakarana, in this way. So that means having much knowledge regarding to the Buddha's teaching. The commentary explains only the Buddha's teaching, but also we need to understand our education. This one represents the education of the people. So that's why the Buddha mentioned education is how important in our life to develop present and future. But the Buddhist education and the education of the present life may be different. So having much knowledge regarding the teaching is very important, okay. Because through the understanding of the Buddha's teaching, it can be eradicated and wholesome thing. And it also the cause of development of wholesome. And it can be supposed to know Paramata Sajja Sechikriya. That means the Four Noble Truth, the ultimate truth. So that's why the Buddha say here, having the much learned knowledge is important because it can be eradicate and wholesome thing. It can be develop the wholesome things, and also it can be a support to know the Four Noble Truths. That's why this is called the Brahmata Manggala.
Memiliki pengetahuan yang baik. Di sini maksudnya bukan berarti kita harus mempelajari semuanya, tapi ini lebih spesifik kepada pengetahuan yang baik. Dan menurut kitab komentar, ini dimaksud adalah ajaran Buddha. Kita perlu mengerti, kita perlu memiliki pendidikan, tapi juga kita harus perlu mempelajari tentang ajaran Buddha untuk mengembangkan masa sekarang dan masa depan. Pendidikan yang kita miliki sekarang dan pendidikan Buddha itu berbeda dan sangat penting untuk mempelajari ajaran Buddha karena dengan pembelajaran bisa mengurangi keburukan, perbuatan-perbuatan buruk, dan juga bisa mengembangkan kebajikan dan bisa mengetahui tentang 4 kebenaran mulia. Jadi ditekankan poinnya bahwa untuk mengurangi perbuatan buruk, untuk mengembangkan perbuatan baik, dan untuk mengetahui merealisasi 4 kebenaran mulia.
Okay. Bhauseba is the proficiency in some art, some skill, proficiency. Having the proficiency is important. Here the commentary said, Agarika Sepanja, Anagarika Sepa. That means the skill for the little people and the skill for the monks. Anagarika means the monks, Agarika means the little people. Here, Agarika Sepanama, Paruba Viroda Virahan, Akusla Vejal Manikara Suvanakara Kamadika. That means Akusla Vivejita, the activity, the skill which is avoided from the unwholesome activities. Here, given the example, Manikara Suvanakara Kamadi, that means the goal maker. But we can apply in our ways what is not associated and wholesome activity. In our work, in our job, whether we have the unwholesome activity, unwholesome speech in our daily life, and also unwholesome thought, it is very important to identify through this kinds of skill, this kinds of art, whether we can develop that unwholesome mind, unwholesome speech, and unwholesome activity. If we are talking unwholesome speech in every day of our life through the walk, it should be avoided because we are practicing the Bahuseba. That's why this one also important in our business to have that skillful act. The word akusla vivejitan is very important.
Bahusipa artinya memiliki keterampilan dalam bidang seni. Di kitab komentar dibilang keterampilan ini ada dua, yaitu keterampilan untuk biku dan keterampilan untuk umat awam. Kita harus memiliki aktivitas keterampilan untuk menghindari perbuatan buruk. Seperti contoh kalau di tempat kerja itu dan kita harus bicara yang tidak benar, maka kita harus menghindari itu.
So we need to think ourselves. In our daily life, in our work, if you are talking every day angrily, if we are thinking every day, what's bent on the strong desire, strong lobha, it should be avoided. That's mean Tailba should be that free from akusala vivejita. So Musawada, Visunawaja, Prusawaja, Sampaplaba Waja. And sometimes there is killing animal regarding with our business. And the stealing, this also associated Sepa, Akusla Vivejita. So regarding the Nagarika Sepa Nama, for the skill of the monk, Jivara Vicharana Sebana di Samana Brekara Bisankarana. For the monks, chewing the rope and cleaning the temple in this way. The monks should be know how to make the rope, how to maintain the rope. Vicharana is managing, and Seba, Devana mean Sebana mean the chewing. And also making the bowl. All parikara should be made by the monks. So understanding how to make the parikara is important to know by the monks. The monks' skill and the lay skill is different.
Jadi kita perlu merenungkan dalam kehidupan sehari-hari di tempat kerja, bila kita selalu sering marah-marah, sering membuat aktivitas yang tidak baik, memiliki keserakahan, maka hal-hal itu harus dihindari. Dan juga apabila di tempat kerja membuat kita harus melakukan musyawadah, berbohong, pisuna waca, misalnya berbicara kasar, jadi itu harus dihindari. Dan kadang-kadang ada juga bisnis kita yang memerlukan misalnya membunuh gitu ya, misalnya untuk daging atau ikan, untuk makanan atau mencuri. Sedangkan keterampilan yang untuk biku itu adalah misalnya menjahit jubah, lalu membersihkan wihara, dan juga mengatur waktu, dan juga membakar mangkok. Jadi keterampilan orang umat awam dan keterampilan biku itu beda.
Okay. So the other one is the Vinaya Susekido. Susekido here means suk mean the will or good. Sekha. Sekha not only the learning, but also the practicing. Learning and the practicing and the developing. So therefore, we need to learn the Vinaya. Vinaya here represent the discipline. But in some places, Vinaya is the taming our mind. To tame our mind, to know how to tame is also important. Here the commentary say Vinaya nama agara Vinaya, anagarika Vinaya, anagarika Vinaya. Two kinds of Vinaya. The discipline for the lay life and the discipline for the monk's life. Agarika Vinaya nama dasan akusla kamapatha viramana. Lay life discipline is refraining from the 10 kinds of demeritorious action, 10 kinds of unwholesome activities, not demeritorious, unwholesome activities. So that means 3 kinds of kaya karma, 4 kinds of vaji karma, and 3 kinds of mano karma. Panadibada, adinadana, kamisumi chajara, 3 kinds of unwholesome. In the Musa Vaja, Pisuna Vaja, Frusa Vaja, Sampaplava Vaja. This is 4 kinds of verbal activity and wholesome activity. And the abhijja and evil and michadeti, wrong view. This 3 is mental, 3 kinds of mental activity. So to refrain from this, knowing how to refrain from this 4 kinds, 10 kinds of unwholesome activity is the learning the vinaya for the little people. Not only learning, but also practicing vinaya. Vinaya is sometimes explained as the taming our mind, which arise in wholesome activities, in wholesome thought.
Lanjut, susi itu artinya baik, sedangkan sika itu artinya belajar, tapi juga dimaksud di sini adalah berlatih dan mengembangkan. Jadi kita perlu belajar tentang vinaya, aturan, perilaku, disiplin. Ada yang mengatakan juga di kitab komentar bahwa ini juga artinya taming our mind, itu menjinakkan pikiran kita. Dan di sini ada 2 macam aturan perilaku, yaitu yang untuk biku dan juga ada yang untuk umat awam. Yang dimaksud untuk umat awam itu adalah menghindari 10 perbuatan buruk. 10 perbuatan buruk itu apa? Ada 4 perbuatan buruk melalui tubuh. 4 perbuatan buruk melalui tubuh. 3 perbuatan buruk melalui tubuh, 4 melalui ucapan, dan 3 melalui pikiran. Yaitu yang melalui tubuh itu panatipata, membunuh, adinadana, mencuri, kamesumica cara, berbuat asusila, sedangkan yang lewat ucapan itu musawada, berbohong, pisunawaca, memfitnah, parusawaca, berbicara kasar, sambapalapa, beromong kosong, dan menghindari 3 perbuatan buruk yang lewat pikiran, yaitu abijja, keserakahan, pada keinginan jahat, dan micaditi, pandangan salah. Jadi kita perlu menjinakkan pikiran kita, mengendalikan pikiran kita sewaktu pikiran buruk itu muncul. Kita harus tahu untuk membiarkannya tidak muncul.
For the monks we need discipline. Nagarika vinaya nama saddabadikandi nabajjang so wodani ne wasusikido. Nagarika vinaya, the monks' discipline is avoiding from the 7 kinds of offenses. The monks have to practice refraining from the 7 kinds of offenses. They are parajikas. Parajika means if we committed the parajika abhatis, we can be no longer monks. That's why the parajika abhati is very important. The second dangerous one is the sangadisisa, the offenses which need the monks to recover from that offenses at the beginning or at the end or in the middle. So without having monks, we cannot recover from the sangadisisa apati. That's the second dangerous offenses. In the front third, do the last one, the monks can recover from the offenses in front of the individual monks. The first one, parajika abadi, cannot be recovered. After committing the parajika offenses, no longer be monks in this life. That's why this kind of 7 offenses is very important to the monks to be refrained from there.
Sedangkan untuk biku, yang dimaksud di sini peraturan perilaku atau moralitasnya, jangan sampai melakukan 7 pelanggaran. Dan yang nomor 1 itu pada jikawati itu pelanggaran paling berat. Jika seorang biku melanggarnya, maka dia tidak boleh lagi. Dia harus melepas jubah dan tidak boleh lagi menjadi biku dalam kehidupan ini. Sedangkan sangga di sesa itu dia harus dia harus mengakui perbuatan salahnya ke biku lain dan menerima hukumannya.
Okay. Here in the biological Bali, there is one explanation, but this explanation is out of the Manggala Sutta's commentary. I bring this one from the other places, but the Vinaya mean the thing mean our lobha, our desire. Thing mean our dosa, hatred or aversion, and thing mean our moha, delusion. And the aneka vihidana, babakana, vinaya. And there are also various kinds of bad activities to tame, to refrain from this activity. The Buddha preached the Dharma. So to know, to be skilled, susekidol means skillful learning and to practice this discipline to tame tame our mind is one of the higher blessings.
Jadi winaya ini dimaksud mengendalikan atau menjinakkan pikiran kita dalam bila adanya loba, keserakahan, adanya dosa, banyak kondisi buruk dan kita harus menghindarinya. Dan kita harus memiliki keterampilan berlatih untuk menghindarinya. Dan ini adalah berkah utama.
And the last one is Subhasita Yawaja Idal Manggala Mudama. Subhasita. Bhasita means talking. Subhasita means good talking. So Yawaja, talking what? Talking the speech. So that means talking the speech well. Good talking is also one of the high blessings. Here, in the commentary, gives Subhasita Vaja Nama Musawada di Dosa Virida Vaja. Musawada di 4 kinds of verbal activities. Musawada Virida. Refraining from the unrighteous speech. The other one is Pisuna Vaja. We already discussed Pisuna Vaja, the speech which can suppress 2 kinds of people. And the Prusa Vaja means the harsh speech. Sampaplaba Vaja means the meaningless speech. So it is very important to divide from. But in some places, not only these 2 disciplines, the commentary says well spoken consists the word used. It must be truth, and also it needs to be conquered. And that means that the people should be satisfy his word. And also the word should be related with the compassion and also meaningful. This 4 disciplines. First one must be true. And the second must be the people should the pleasant word. Yes, pleasant word, and the compassionate word, and the meaningful word. So completing this 4 discipline can be considered as the Subhasita Vaja.
Subhasita ya waja artinya itu kan berbicara yang benar. Itu artinya menghindari ucapan yang tidak benar merupakan salah satu dari berkah utama. Ucapan yang tidak benar itu apa? Seperti yang tadi dibahas, itu ada musawada, berbohong, pisuna waca, memfitnah, parusa waca berbicara kasar, dan samba palapa itu omong kosong. Kitab komentar mengatakan bahwa ditekankan bahwa harus memiliki kata-kata yang dalam berbicara benar harus memiliki kata-kata yang memiliki, pertama kriterianya memiliki kebenaran, dan kedua kata-kata yang enak didengar, orang senang dengan ucapan kita, dan ketiga itu dikatakan dengan welas asih, dan keempat harus bermakna. Jadi memiliki 4 kriteria ini diulang, yaitu kalimat itu harus memiliki kebenaran, orang senang dengan ucapan yang dikatakan, yang kita katakan, yang kedua dikatakan dengan welas asih, dan ketiga bermakna. Keempat bermakna.
In this verse, we can see here in the 4 Manggala, the first and second one is the collecting our activity or learning. That means to end our skill. The third, Vinayojasusekidol means that we can compare the manufacturing in our inside. And we practicing by ourselves. And the third one is the production. When we communicate, we use our word. So the first one learning, second one practicing, and the third one is the producing, communicating with people. We can see this is the 3 process. The first one's learning, second one's our practicing, third one is like a product. So Subhasita Vaja also become 3 process in this verse.
Jadi dalam bait ini ada 4 manggala, dan Bhante menjelaskan lebih lanjut bahwa yang pertama itu proses belajar untuk memiliki pengetahuan dan keterampilan, sedangkan yang kedua yang winayo itu kita berlatih sendiri, yang ketiga subhasita itu boleh dibilang itu merupakan hasil. Jadi waktu kita berkomunikasi kita sudah menerapkannya. Jadi dalam bait ini ada semacam proses, yaitu proses belajar, proses berlatih, dan hasil itu sendiri yaitu kita memiliki, kita bisa berbicara yang benar.
Okay, before we go into the next one, do you have any question regarding these 2 verses? Today we have learned, yes.
Sebelum melanjut ke bait berikutnya, apakah ada pertanyaan mengenai 2 bait ini?
Oke, teman-teman, jika ingin bertanya, bisa raise hand atau chat di kolom komentar di bawah ini. Jangan lupa bertanya dengan sikap yang sopan dan dengan sikap anjali.
Okay, I think there's no question. It is better to continue. Okay.
Okay.
Third one.
Let's continue, Bhante.
Sorry?
Yeah, let's continue, Bhante.
Yes, okay. Madalbidu ubathanan buddha dharaja sangho anagulaja gangmanda idang mangala muttama. Okay. Madabidul ubathanan. Mada is the mother, Mada. Bidu is the father. Ubathanan is the support. Buddha Dharasa Sangho. Sangho also here, church. But Ubathanan and Sangha is the 2 word, 2 birth. This 2 is a similar meaning, but not the same. Buddha is the son. Dhara is the wife, or now we can say wife, Buddha Dhara. Anakulaja Kamanda. Kamanda means the activity. So Anakula is the peaceful, or there is no related in the bad activity. Here translated occupation. Komentar means our work. Idal Manggala Mudama. Here we have the three Manggala. Madhabidu Ubatana, supporting our parent, mother and father, and the cherished the wife and children, and having the peaceful occupation. These three are the higher blessings.
Baik, tidak ada pertanyaan, jadi Bhante melanjutkan ke bait berikutnya. Bhante, can you please move the cursor a bit? Okay, thank you. Okay. Mata pitu upatanang, mata artinya ibu, pitu artinya ayah, upatanang artinya support, penyokong, puta darasa sanggaho, puta artinya anak, dara artinya istri, sanggaho itu artinya menyayangi, merawat. Di sini ada dua kata kerja, yaitu upatanang dan sanggaho. Yang satu itu menyokong, dan satu lagi merawat. Dan anakula artinya tenang, tidak terlibat perbuatan buruk. Kamanta itu artinya pekerjaan kita. Jadi dibilang bahwa merawat ayah dan ibu, menyokong anak dan istri, serta bekerja bebas dari kesalahan, melakukan pekerjaan yang tak tercela pada waktu dan kondisi yang tepat, inilah berkah utama.
Here, Ubatana and supporting mean here translated, interpreted in the commentary. Pada doana, sambahana, uchadana, nabana, Jatubajya Sambadani na Upakarana. So Pada Doana mean here the washing the legs, washing their foot, washing their feet, okay, and cutting their nail and supporting with their request. And the Ubatavana is a Bharanakecha Kurana. So if they are poor, we need to support. Niwapana Panjawida Hidukadi Manggala. And the other way is Tisu Watusu Pasadu Badnina Sila Samadhapanina Babajaya Ubatati. If the mother and the parent doesn't have the fit and the triple genes, we need to try to have their fit and the triple genes. If they are stingy, it is better to encourage to them to have generosity. By doing, we can develop data dhamikanan, samprayikanan, athanam, badatana, do mangala. Many kinds of data dhamika mean the present welfare, and the samprayika mean the afterlife, the future welfare. It can be support this kinds of two welfare. So, madhabidu ubatana, the supporting parents, and also we can say the nursing the parents. Looking after the parent is the one Manggala.
Contoh dari merawat orang tua itu dengan mencucikan kakinya, memotong kuku, dan membantu pekerjaannya. Dan jika mereka miskin, maka kita harus membantu menyokongnya secara materi. Dan jika orang tua tidak memiliki keyakinan terhadap Buddha Dhamma Sangha, kita harus membuat mereka memiliki keyakinan. Dan kalau mereka orang yang kikir, maka kita harus mendorong mereka untuk terus melakukan kebajikan berdana untuk mengurangi kekikirannya. Dengan melakukan itu, maka akan banyak kesejahteraan di kehidupan kita yang sekarang dan juga masa depan. Jadi dengan demikian merawat orang tua adalah salah satu hal yang mendatangkan berkah.
So, as we know, the Upatana, there's a five kinds of practice in the Manggala Sutta by their children. Actually, these five things is the parents' expectation from the children. The thing is, the parents did that. The children will sustain to their parents. They will work for the parents. And the parent also expect to maintain the tradition and makes myself worthy to my inheritance. And make continuous offering for them to when they have died. So that means here, five responsibility by the children to practice toward the parents. Generally, we can say here, maintaining their family tradition, supporting to the parent in the present life, and making dana when the parents pass away. So making dana when their parents pass away become the very well-known practice in the Buddhism. Because supporting other activity is common to all the religions, but only possible in the Buddhism, making offering, making dana or sometimes practice dana, practice thila, ensure their marriage toward the parents. So this one is very well known, and this one also the popular characteristic of the Buddhism, other than any other religions.
Seperti yang kita ketahui, ada tugas-tugas dari anak terhadap orang tua yang dibahas di Manggala Sutta, dan juga ada ekspektasi harapan orang tua terhadap anak, yaitu anak akan melanjutkan usahanya, akan menyokong hidupnya, lalu juga akan melanjutkan tradisinya. Contohnya tradisi berdana. Jadi melanjutkan tradisi melakukan dana ketika orang tua sudah meninggal dunia. Dan ini sangat dikenal di agama Buddha dibanding di agama lainnya. Dengan melanjutkan tradisi tetap berdana ke wihara, melakukan kebajikan untuk orang tuanya, walaupun orang tuanya sudah meninggal.
Okay. So in our tradition, every children have to be supported by parents, but this one is different from the Western country. We cannot see in the West this kind of practice. So the other one is Buddha Dharasa Sangha. Buddha only represent Buddha in the grammatical explanation. Buddha is the son, but here Buddha is not only son, represent the son, but also the daughter. Dara is represent the wife, but here not only wife but also husband. They need to support each other. So Buddha is the word Buddha represent the son, the word Dara represent the wife. But here not only son and wife, but also daughter and fathers also include here. So to support among the family is important. Here Buddha Dara Salmi Adano Janita Buddha Didaro Bodheva Sanchangechati. Didaro here, Didaro in the commentary. Didara is also represented represent the daughter. That's why not only the son, but also the daughter. So to suppose in the family life, this one is among the family life. And the first one is our parents. Supporting parents sometimes, I talk in the Buddhist teaching, the returning our debt to the parents, because the parent already supports us, already the, how can we say, the parent already look after us from the beginning up to now. So we, in our turn, we also need to return our activity. So Buddha Dharasa is in the family life, among the family. Especially Dharasa mean the husband and wife, they are mutually supporting each other. In the Buddha is the investment. Sometimes we can call that investment, because they will support later to the parents. When the parents become old age, that's why. Doing past life activity like investment for the future. So retaining our debt from the past life and the investment for our future. So this two Manggala is connected, associating one another in our family life.
Di tradisi kita, setiap anak harus merawat, menyokong orang tuanya. Dan ini kita tidak lihat di negara-negara bagian barat. Hanya di tradisi timur saja. Buta artinya secara harafiah itu anak laki-laki, tapi di sini dimaksud juga anak perempuan, sedangkan Dara artinya itu istri, tapi di sini termasuk juga artinya suami, di mana harus saling menyokong suami istri. Jadi di bait ini tentang keluarga, bagaimana harus merawat, menyokong keluarga. Dan dikatakan bahwa untuk merawat, menyokong orang tua itu seperti membayar hutang kita, karena orang tua kita telah merawat dan membesarkan kita dari kita lahir sampai kita sudah dewasa. Jadi kita harus membayar hutang itu. Sedangkan antara suami istri itu mutual support, jadi saling menyokong, saling merawat. Sedangkan untuk anak itu investasi ke masa depan. Karena dengan membesarkan anak, pada saat kita tua nanti kita juga akan dirawat dan disokong oleh anak. Jadi ada 3 poin di mana satu itu kita membayar hutang terhadap orang tua, lalu kedua itu saling merawat, saling menyokong suami istri, dan ketiga itu menimbun investasi untuk masa depan.
So here the commentary says how to support and how the parent and how to cherish it, or how to support the wife and the children. Dana piya waja attachriya sangha. Sometimes giving to the pocket money for their use. And for the parents, ubosita divasi to priya dana. In the Saturday, we can say in the Sunday in the in Indonesia, Sunday, when you are going to the center, the sharing should be support to be easy, like driving the vehicle, giving the dana in this way. And the parent also support to the children when they have the ceremony or some places which associated with the benefit, they also need to support this. And sometimes the parent need to give the suitable advice, which is related to the benefit. So the parent and children can be support here, mutually supporting, because these supporting each other can be developed here, not only in this life, but also the future life. At the beginning of this Sutta, we say the Manggala is for the development of present and future life. So at the end of each Manggala, the commentator gives regarding the development of present and future life. So even the Devada he be namasa namasniya bhava hidu do mangalanti udidapa. The parent who support to the children, the children who supposed to their parent should be will be the respect even by the Deva. So Devada be namasniya bhava hidu do. Supporting the parent is one of the reasons respected by the Deva. So to be respected by the Deva, we need to support our parents. To be respected by the Deva, the parents need to be support to their children.
Di kitab komentar dibilang bagaimana untuk menyokong orang tua, menyokong istri, dan menyokong anak. Contohnya itu seperti memberikan dana, memberikan pocket money, uang tambahan, atau misalnya seperti di Indonesia itu misalnya setiap hari Minggu pergi ke wihara dan kita mengantar mereka lalu memberikan dana, sedangkan orang tua terhadap anak itu dengan memberikan nasihat yang baik yang akan memberikan keuntungan. Dan ini tidak hanya untuk di kehidupan kesejahteraan di kehidupan ini, tapi juga kehidupan yang akan datang. Karena ini sudah dibahas di awal ya, bahwa Manggala Sutta ini untuk kesejahteraan di masa ini dan masa depan, kehidupan ini dan kehidupan yang akan datang. Dan orang tua disupport, disokong oleh anaknya, dan anak menyokong orang tua. Dengan cara gini akan dihormati oleh dewa.
Okay. In the Nakula Jakamanta, engaging in peaceful occupation, engaging the good business, peaceful business. Karma here is our business, our occupation. So, Nakulaja Kamanda Nama Galinyu Badirubika Daya, Analana Daya, Otana Virya Sambadaya. So, Nakulaja Kamana Otana Virya Sambada. Having the great effort, eager effort, Abhyas Nitayaja. So, Vyasana means the destroying, not to be destroying. Kala dekamana abdirubakarana. So, sometimes if we don't have the eager effort, that means active effort, it can be over the time. So that's why we need to be always eager to do something in our business. Caroline? Connection? Hello? Where's the Caroline?
The internet of
Okay,
Caroline is off, so Irene will replace her.
Okay. Someone please, because if without Caroline, if I explain, she don't know, so there is no translator. Okay, who is that? Do I need to talk again? Who want to be translated temporary?
Bhante, Irene will be replaced, but her voice is Not here yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, just wait a moment.
Okay. Sorry, Bhante.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, I think
Sorry.
okay. We can hear
Sorry.
Cirin.
Yes, everyone. Okay. Sorry, Bhante, my mic was off. I will translate for this section.
Okay.
Jadi yang anakula cakamanta, yang artinya bekerja di pekerjaan yang tidak berhubungan dengan hal-hal yang buruk. Yang kaman di sini artinya pekerjaan, dan Manggala ini diinterpretasikan sebagai memiliki usaha yang besar untuk menjalankan pekerjaan kita. Kalau tidak memiliki usaha yang besar seperti ini, maka pekerjaannya bisa tidak berjalan dengan baik.
Okay. So the
Yes,
okay. So the other one, nakula jakamanda, a peaceful mean. So if we have the three kinds of unwholesome and mental thought, such as greedy thought and the hatred thought and the deluded thought, we cannot say that peaceful occupation. Sometimes the rich man, okay, owner of the what they can give the very low salary to the worker. This is not the peaceful occupation. The owner, so the owner should give the worker the suitable wage. If they don't give the suitable wage, the worker will be the corrupt in the work. So the worker, in the same way, the worker also should be work in their for their owner righteously according to their salary. If not, the owner will be lose their business. So sometimes the business can be associated with the killing animal, panadipada. And sometimes corruption, that means stealing. Earning the money in the company unrighteously. Cheating to the other company or cheating to the customer. So those are not anakula. Those are akula kamada. There's a violated business. So to get our peaceful business, to have the righteous business is very important. The people in the present day usually do their business unrighteously, usually cheating to the business partner, even among the very good, very close friend. They are doing their business just by looking for themselves. The Buddhist way of business should be the peace, because after having earned our money, our property, we can use among our limit. So the business should be the righteous way. The business should be the peaceful way. Okay.
Jadi melakukan pekerjaan dengan hal-hal yang buruk, dengan pikiran yang buruk adalah bukan pekerjaan yang damai. Maksudnya di sini adalah pekerjanya harus diberi gaji yang sesuai, yang cukup, dan yang layak. Jika mereka tidak mendapatkan gaji yang layak atau yang sesuai, maka pemilik bisnisnya bisa dibilang korup. Dan ditambah itu juga pekerja-pekerjanya juga harus bekerja dengan baik untuk pemilik bisnisnya. Kalau tidak, maka pemilik bisnisnya bisa kehilangan bisnisnya. Ditambah lagi, bisnis pun juga kadang bisa berhubungan dengan pembunuhan makhluk hidup atau seperti pembunuhan binatang, atau juga bisa berhubungan dengan mencuri. Sekarang ini banyak company, banyak perusahaan yang sering mencurangi perusahaan lain atau bahkan pelanggan-pelanggannya. Ini bukanlah anak kula. Jadi ini bukanlah bisnis yang damai. Jadi memiliki bisnis yang damai seperti ini adalah sangat penting. Karena sekarang perusahaan-perusahaan yang curang sangatlah sering diketemui. Bahkan sering mencurangi partner bisnis lainnya yang sangat dekat, karena mereka hanya mementingkan diri sendiri. Jadi cara bisnis yang sesuai dengan ajaran Buddha adalah yang damai seperti ini. Yes, Bhante.
Okay, good. Okay. Here also given this Manggala, this verses why it is called Manggala. Atano Buddha Dara Salva Dasa Kamaranwa Byadataya Iwan Biojida. So once the children, the wife, or even the worker, Byadadaya means the skillfulness in the management. It can produce the development not only in this life but also the future. That's why this one is called Manggala, the higher blessings.
Sorry, I didn't catch that well, Bhante.
Okay.
Can I ask you to repeat, Bhante?
Okay. In these verses, 3 Manggala is explained. This 3 Manggala is related not only to the husband and wife, but also even to the worker. So here, the person who can manage among the parent, among the husband and wife, even to the worker, can produce not only benefit and welfare of the present life, but also they can get the peaceful environment, but also they can get peaceful welfare. So it is not only related to development of this life, but also to the future. That's why it is called Manggala, the higher blessings.
Okay, thank you, Bhante. Jadi 3 Manggala ini dijelaskan bahwa mereka berhubungan bukan hanya untuk keluarga, bukan hanya untuk orang tua dan suami istri, tapi juga bahkan untuk pekerja-pekerja. Jadi orang-orang yang bisa mendukung, menyokong orang tua, suami istri, dan juga pekerja-pekerjanya bisa membawa manfaat dan kekayaan kepada dirinya, kesejahteraan kepada dirinya, dan lingkungan yang penuh damai di kehidupan yang sekarang, tapi juga untuk kehidupan yang selanjutnya. Maka inilah kenapa hal-hal ini disebut sebagai manggala atau berkah yang lebih tinggi.
Okay.
Yes, Bhante.
Okay, I will move another verse. Okay. Dananja dhammachriyacha nyadagananja sangho anawajjanin kangmanin idang manggalamutama. Dananja. So here we see cha, cha, cha. This cha is the combination. Okay, I already explained. Dhananja, that means dana. And the other Dhamacharya. Dana is the generosity of giving offering. Yes. Dhamacharya means the practicing the Dharma. Nyadaga Nanja Sangho. Sangho is a supporting. Here translated as the helping. Nyadaga. Nyadaga means the Nyati. Nyadaga means the our relative. In the Nawajani Kamani. Kamani is the our business. This one also. Our action. Our activity. Nawajani blameless. There's no offenses. So having the blameless activity, having the blameless. So Dhananja, Dhamacharyaja, Nyadagananja Sangho, Nawajani Kamani, Ital Manggala Mutama. In this verse is associated the 4 kinds of Mangala. Okay.
Sorry, Bhante, my signal was off.
Okay, it's okay, Caroline. So now Sirinda is helping.
Yes, thank you, Sirinda. Lanjut lagi ke bait berikutnya, yaitu Dhananja Dhamacharya Ca. Ca di sini tadi Bhante sudah jelaskan, itu artinya kombinasi atau kita bilang gampangnya koma ya. Jadi dana, Dhamacharya Ca. Itu koma juga artinya. Jadi dana itu berdana, Dhamacharya Ca, Dhamacharya artinya mempraktekkan dhamma. Nata kanan itu artinya sanak keluarga, relatif, dan sanggaho itu menyokong, anawajani, kamani, artinya kamani itu aktivitas bisnis kita, tindakan kita, aktivitas kita, sedangkan anawajani itu tanpa cela. Jadi diterjemahkan berdana, mempraktekkan ajaran dengan layak, menyokong sanak keluarga, dan melakukan perbuatan yang tanpa cela, tidak bersalah. Inilah berkah utama.
Okay. Here, one word, Dhamacharya. This word is similar with the degree in our country. Sasanadaja Dhamacharya. Yes, there's a degree in our country who is for the monks' education. But it is different meaning. Dhamacharya. Here, Dhamacharya. Charya and chari. This is combination of 2 words. Okay. Dhamma is the teaching of the Buddha. Charya is practicing. In the degree, in the title, yes, degree in the Myanmar for the monks' education is Dhamma Charya. There is a ma, not ma. It's very important to know. It's a Dhamma. Like, okay, wait. Like this, Dhamma Charya. This word is very important. A and A. Here in this place is A, Dhamma Charya. Practicing the teaching. In the degree in the Myanmar, Dhammacharya is the teacher of the Dhamma or the master of the Dhamma. There's a degree. That's why it is to be clear, Dhammacharya and Dhammacharya. Dhammacharya means Dhamma Acharya. Acharya is the teacher or the master. So that's why Dhananja Dhammacharya is wrong. Dhammacharyancha. So important.
Lalu lanjut, Bhante menjelaskan tentang Dhammacharya. Dhamma itu artinya ajaran Buddha, Charya itu artinya berlatih atau mempraktekkan. Tapi ada kata juga yang hampir mirip, yaitu Dhammacharya. Itu artinya itu gelar di tingkat pendidikan biku. Artinya tuh guru para biku. Jadi ada beda. Antara Dhamma Carya di sini artinya mempraktekkan ajaran Buddha, sedangkan Dhamma Acarya itu gelar.
Here, dana. Dhananja, practicing the dana. Yes, offering the dana. Dana nama duidan danan. Amisa dananja, dhamma dananja. Offering the here amisa represent the food, but offering materiality and offering the teaching, dhamma. So dhamma is the knowledge, we can say knowledge. Offering the knowledge and the offering the materiality, these two kinds, amisa dana. But knowledge is not only have to be righteous knowledge, not every knowledge. Dhamma represents the Buddha's teaching. So offering the Buddha's teaching, like the teaching. Okay, Karen.
Oke, Tante. Dana itu di sini maksudnya berlatih kemurah hatian, dan ada dua macam, yaitu amisa dana. Amisa sendiri artinya itu secara harfiah itu makanan, tapi di sini dimaksud adalah mempersembahkan materi, barang-barang. Lalu ada yang kedua yaitu dana, yaitu melakukan persembahan, melakukan dana ajaran Buddha.
Okay. The other one is dana means the offering our property without giving us our desire, controlling our desire. Sometimes we offer the dana, our property, to the monks or to the peoples or to the public, so we can offer. But sometimes we may expect from there something. This is very lower dana. Even though your property, your materiality is very good, because of your mindset, because of your thought regarding with unwholesome, lobha. This kind of dana is not pure. Sometimes you can support one organization, but you need some reflection. You want something from them. So this is not pure dana. Dana should be against your lobha, against should be your desire. Dana is opposite of your desire, opposite of your stinginess. So in the Dhamma dana also same way. Even the monk is preaching the Dhamma. If the monks expect something well-known or something prized or something, the materiality, this is lower dana from the monks. So impure dana. So dana should be pure. Dana should be look to the receiver's happiness. So dana is never related to the desire or lobha.
Kita melakukan persembahan, kita melakukan dana untuk mengendalikan keserakahan kita, kekikiran kita. Kadang kita suka melakukan persembahan, memberikan dana, tapi kita berharap sesuatu dari orang itu. Contohnya kita memberikan dana kepada biku, dan kita mengharapkan sesuatu, maka disebut dana itu lower grade, levelnya tidak tinggi. Boleh dikatakan dana itu tidak murni. Atau contoh, kita harus merenungkan, kadang-kadang kita itu menyokong suatu organisasi, tapi kita tanyakan pada diri kita, apakah kita butuh dari organisasi itu? Apa kita mengharapkan sesuatu dari organisasi itu? Kalau iya, berarti itu apa yang kita bantu, kita dukung, kita danakan itu mereka menjadi dana yang berkualitas rendah, low grade. Oke. Berkualitas rendah artinya tidak murni. Karena dana sendiri itu harus berlawanan dengan kekikiran dan keserakahan untuk mengendalikan kekikiran dan keserakahan kita. Dan dana itu harus untuk kebahagiaan si penerimanya.
So if we want the benefit, if we expect the benefit in the future life, because of that, this dana, we will be reborn in the heaven, or we will reborn in any other good place. and other rich family, this also expecting with our desire. So if we expect something good to the donor, there is very low dana. If the donor is looking for the benefit of receiver, this is the middle class of the offering. So, and if we, the donor, look at the this dana also not permanently stable. So this property, this materiality also will be changed later, will be disappear later. And the receiver also will be disappear and will be the change and will be the unstable permanently. And the donor also cannot exist very long time because of the impermanence. So contemplating the natures of impermanence, everything, this kind of impermanence is not the happiness. This kind of instability permanently is not the happiness. Because of not happy, because of instability, we cannot control to be stable, to maintain permanently. So this dhanas, the materialities, the receiver, and the donor, three groups of this thing is impermanence, uncontrollable, and also not related to the happiness. It can produce the welfare of the both person, but not permanently in the present. So contemplating these three characteristics, offering dana is the highest dana.
Kalau kita masih mengharapkan manfaat dari dana, misalnya kita mau terlahir di alam dewa atau terlahir menjadi orang kaya, maka dana itu dikatakan berkualitas rendah. Dan dalam berdana itu ada 3 komponen, yaitu pendana dan juga materi, barang yang didanakan, dan juga penerimanya. Dan materinya sendiri yang didanakan itu kan bisa hancur, tidak kekal, dalam arti hancur, hilang, atau tidak dipakai lagi. Sedangkan kita sebagai pendananya juga tidaklah kekal, dalam arti kita tidak bakal ada lama di dunia ini, dan juga penerimanya. Jadi dengan merenungkan unsur ketidakkekalan ini, maka dana itu dikatakan dana yang berkualitas tinggi.
Okay. So the dana can be identified 3 levels: very lowest level, and the middle level, lower class, middle class, and the higher class. So we need to identify whether our dana is the higher or middle of the highest. So on the other hand, when we do our dana, we need our skillful intelligence. Whether receiver is have the pure sila, or whether we ourselves have the pure sila. Whether our dana is dependent on our faith, and whether our dana is made through the respectfully. Sometimes we give our dana and respectfully. Like it's giving some lower places, we think those people is lower than us, so we give with the respected manner. So dana should be always respectfully. Okay.
Jadi dana itu memiliki 3 kualitas, yaitu kualitas yang rendah, kualitas yang sedang, dan kualitas yang tinggi. Kita harus merenungkan sendiri, apakah dana kita, tindakan berdana kita memiliki kualitas yang mana. Di sini kita perlu memiliki kecerdasan dan keterampilan dalam berdana. Misalnya si penerima itu atau kitanya sendiri dalam melakukan dana, apakah memiliki sila yang murni. Jadi apa kita memiliki sila yang murni waktu berdana, apa penerima memiliki sila yang murni waktu berdana, dan juga apakah memiliki keyakinan dalam waktu berdananya sendiri. Dan ketiga, apakah waktu berdana kita bersikap dengan penuh hormat. Kadang-kala tuh kita waktu berdana ke orang yang lebih rendah daripada kita, misalnya ke berdana ke orang yang tidak mampu dari kita suka merendahkan orang dan mungkin kita bersikap kasihnya tuh asal-asalan atau kurang bersikap hormat gitu. Jadi itu tidak baik.
Okay, sometimes dana is given because of depend on the other people. Adaninja brahanja nubahija danan didi. When we are doing dana, we do need to look other people. Sometimes we look other people. If my friend offer this kind of property, he will be well known than me. That's why I have to offer more than him in this way. For example, in Caroline and Blencier, when the Blencier offered the 500 rupee, rupee, Caroline thinks she offered me more than that. So Caroline tried to offer 600 rupees. Sometimes Caroline offered the 1 robe for the monks, and Blencier thinks, oh, she offered 1 robe. I also have to be at least equal to the Caroline. So this kind of dana is associated to the other people, anubahija. That's why this kind of dana is not very good dana. So dana should be come from your generosity. Dana should be associated with your skill or intelligence. So if you are associated with your friend, compare always with your friend, it is not higher dana. So dana doesn't need to look other people. Dana is always depend on yourself.
Baik, juga hal yang perlu diperhatikan waktu berdana adalah kadang-kala kita waktu berdana itu suka melihat orang. Dan kalau misalnya teman saya mendanakan ini, saya harus mendanakan sama atau lebih. Contohnya di sini Bhante mengambil misalnya Valencia berdana 500 rupiah dan saya Caroline mungkin berpikir bahwa oh Valencia 500, oke deh saya berdana lebih, saya berdana 600 rupiah. Dan misalnya contoh yang lain, saya Caroline misalnya berdana 1 jubah, lalu Valencia berpikir, oh iya saya melihat Caroline berdana 1, maka saya akan berdana 1, bahkan berdana 2. Jadi dana semacam ini kan dana yang berhubungan dengan orang dibilangnya. Jadi ini tidak datang dari kemurahan hati kamu. Jadi ini tidak baik. Dana yang benar itu, yang berkualitas tinggi itu harus datang dari kemurahan hati, juga harus memiliki keterampilan dan kecerdasan. Jadi tidak perlu melihat orang sekitar. Tapi itu harus tulus dari hati kamu.
Dana is not only the classes of the dana is not always depend on the property or materiality. It's depend on your intention, how you believe, how strong your confidence, how strong your knowledge, and how strong your mindfulness, and how you concentrate when you are offering with your respected manner. Only depend on that. The power of dana is not the materiality, not what you offer. The power of dana is depend on your heart. The power of dana is only depend on the purification of morality. That's why when we look the dana, it is very important. The Buddha also gave here, making the dana is one of the higher blessings because it can support not only a present and future, the benefit of present and future life, but also support to the development of our spiritual attainments.
Jadi dana itu tidak tergantung dari materinya, tapi tergantung dari kehendak atau niat kita, dari keyakinan kita yang teguh terhadap Buddha Dhamma Sangha misalnya, dan dari perhatian sati kita waktu kita melakukannya. Jadi sekali lagi dana itu tidak tergantung dari materi itu sendiri, tapi dari misalnya sila kamu murni apa enggak waktu melakukan dana. Jadi hal-hal itu sangat penting. Jadi Buddha mengatakan bahwa dana itu adalah berkah utama karena tidak hanya mendukung kesejahteraan saat ini, tapi juga masa depan. Bahkan bisa sampai pengembangan spiritual sampai mencapai pencerahan.
Okay. It is not easy to finish the dana. Dana is a very wide topic. Okay, now I think for the dana is enough. I will move another. Dhammacharya, practicing the dharma, right? Practicing the righteously. So here the commentary give the Dhammacharya mean the dasa kusala kamabhata charya. Kusala kamabhata, 10 kinds of meritorious deed. Most of the places, the 10 kinds of meritorious deed, 10 kinds of wholesome deed is a little different. Here, meritorious deeds, dana, sila, bhavana. In the apachayana, vyavacha, patidana, patanumodana. Dhammasavana, dhammadisana, ditthikama, all together 10. I will not explain every detail, very detailed. You already learned, I think, in the Dhamma, and the teenager. Okay, so practicing 10 kinds of meritorious deeds. So all these 10 is coming into consideration under the names of dana, sila, and bhavana. Dana, sila, and bhavana. Okay, and that's why Dhammacharya means practicing the dana and practicing the sila. So people usually practice the dana, but forget to practice sila and bhavana. That in the Buddhism, the Buddha talks this trinity, dana, sila, bhavana for the little people. But for the monks, the Buddha taught sila, samadhi, and panya. Dana is especially for the little people. But for the monks, it starts from sila. The Buddha never talked dana as the little people, but the monks' dana and little people dana is different. The monks can offer as in dana by going Armstrong and offering other monks, but this is collecting the alms in righteous way. And monks' dana is the nursing the patient monks in this way. And the monks' dana is the cleaning the temple grounds in this way. Monks' dana and little people's dana is different. That's why the Buddha not very much pay attention dana for the monks, but very focused on the little people. For the monks, it starts from the sila. So Dhammacharya is different for the little people and monks. For the little people, dana, sila, bhavana. For the monks, sila, samadhi, panya. Okay. Caroline, we cannot hear you already.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Bhante. Tidak mudah untuk menjelaskan secara detail untuk dana karena ini topik yang sangat luas sekali. Jadi kita lanjut ke Dhammacharya, yaitu mempraktekkan ajaran Buddha. Yang dimaksud di sini adalah melakukan perbuatan baik, yaitu dana, sila, bhavana untuk umat, dan ini dipesankan untuk umat awam. Kadang-kadang umat awam itu suka berdana, tapi dia suka lupa melakukan sila dan bhavananya. Sedangkan untuk biku yang dimaksud mempraktekkan ajaran Buddhanya itu mulai dari sila, yaitu sila, kemudian samadhi, dan panya. Biku juga melakukan dana, tapi dananya itu beda dengan umat awam. Contohnya itu biku melakukan pindapata, mendapatkan makanan, lalu membagikan ke temannya yang di wihara yang tidak pergi pindapata. Jadi dana antara umat awam dan biku itu beda. Jadi Sang Buddha itu tidak menekankan dana kepada biku, tapi menganjurkan biku untuk selalu melatih mulai dari sila. Jadi sekali lagi untuk Dhammacharya ini mempraktikkan ajaran Buddha terbagi dua, yaitu untuk umat awam dan biku. Umat awam dana, sila, bhavana, sedangkan biku itu sila, samadhi, panya.
Okay. So the next one is the Nyadaka Nanja Sangaho, supporting to the relators. Nyadaka is a supported. In the present day, this one is rarely practiced by the people. Very few people are practicing, supporting to the relative. Relative is not only our family. Relative may be the people who are related to our mother and fathers. We can say nyati, but I don't know any word. Okay, so here Yawa Satma, that means the servant, even the servant. Servant means that, okay, we can consider by us and the mother, and from our parents, and grandparents, and grandparents' parents, in this way, up to the servant to the highest, and in the lower place also we can say son, grandson, and grandson, and this way, up to 7. So Yawa Satma, I don't know how to call in English. I don't know how to call in your language. But even for the upside, there are 7 until the 7. In the downside, there's a 7. Downside means the son, grandson, and this way, going to the down, up to the 7th. So these kinds of people are considered as our relative. Relatives should be the supports. But nowadays, relative is really supposed, even they are, sometimes even they don't care very much about our relatives. So this one is very important. In the Western country, I don't know, but now I see not very much has been seen there about the practicing of the relatives. Okay.
Baik, dilanjuti dengan nata kanan ca sanggaho, itu artinya menyokong sanak keluarga atau relatif. Dan ini dilihat sudah jarang dipraktekkan dengan orang-orang zaman sekarang. Relatif yang di sini ini tidak hanya keluarga kita yang utama, tapi juga relatif dari ayah dan ibu. Bahkan dibilang di kitab komentar itu 7 tingkat ke atas dan 7 tingkat ke bawah. Jadi yang termasuk dalam relatif itu, misalnya kita di tengah, lalu ada ayah dan ibu, kakek dan nenek, papanya kakek dan nenek lagi, dan 7 tingkat ke atas begitu. Sedangkan yang ke bawah itu anak, cucu, dan cucu punya anak, nanti cucunya punya anak lagi, gitu. Jadi itu yang termasuk dalam relatif ini, 7 tingkat ke atas, juga 7 tingkat ke bawah. Dan kadang-kadang zaman sekarang ini kita nggak gitu peduli ya sama relatif ya.
Okay. And the next one is, so because of supporting their parents, this related, Data Dalmikanan, Sugadi Gamana Dininja, Sampraikanan, Visisa Dikama Hituto. Because of supporting, Pasansanan Data Dalmikana, in the present life, they are worthy to prize. In the future life, Sukadi Gamanadina Sampraika, they can go to the Sukadi. Sukadi means the heaven. This is the special condition for the going the heaven life, supporting through the supporting in the relatives. Okay.
Karena tindakan dari menyokong relatif ini, maka di kehidupan ini mereka yang menyokong adalah mereka yang patut dipuji. Juga bisa mengantarkan mereka ke sugati, yaitu alam dewa. Dan ini kondisi untuk mencapai alam dewa.
Okay, Nawajani Kamani. Our activity should be the blameless. And Nawajani means the blameless. A blameless activity, what are that? Ubosatanga Smadana Viyawajakarana. Okay. So going to the spending our ubosita. Ubosita means the receive observing the 8 precepts or 9 precepts. In the Vyavacha Karana, doing the Vyavacha in the suitable place. In the Arama Wana Robana, planning the tree or creating the garden, and the Sedu Karana, that means the building the bridge in the stream or in the road, or building the bridge. And Kayawaji Mano Kama Sutrita Kamani, and talking the good speed, having the good activity, and thinking righteously. These are Nawajani Kamani. Because these are Nana Bakara Hida Tukha Digma Hidudo. Because of doing these kinds of blameless activity, there are various kinds of benefit can be achieved, not only to ourselves, but also to our social environments. That's what the Buddha say. The Buddha's teaching is not only related to our development in this life and future, but also to the benefit of our society.
Selanjutnya, anawajani kamani. Anawajani itu tanpa celak. Kamani itu perbuatan atau pekerjaan. Jadi contohnya itu di hari Uposata, kita melakukan menjalani 8 sila, lalu melakukan Wyawaca di tempat yang sesuai. Contoh lain lagi itu misalnya menanam pohon, merawat kebun, membangun jembatan, berpikir benar, berucap benar, dan bertindak benar, tanpa celah, tanpa kesalahan. Karena dengan melakukan hal-hal ini, akan banyak manfaat yang didapat, tidak hanya untuk diri kita, tapi juga untuk orang sekitar kita, bahkan untuk kesejahteraan masyarakat, kesejahteraan sosial.
Okay, so I think enough for today. So do you have any question?
Oke, Bhante rasa cukup untuk hari ini. Apakah ada pertanyaan?
Teman-teman, silakan bertanya jika ada pertanyaan. Sepertinya tidak ada ya. Bhante, I think that there's no question here. So it's better for us to close our Dhamma class. Or
okay, if we don't have our Dhamma class, we have today learning the Manggala Sutta, and also we end our knowledge relating how to practice for the benefit of not only in this life but also for the future. So through the practicing this Manggala, I hope to achieve the benefit and welfare and both life, and also through the understanding of this teaching, and to develop not only the welfare of this life. So all people also may follow this Manggala Sutta practice.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadu, sadu, sadu.
Baik.
Oke.
Ya.
Enggak apa-apa. Jadi Bhante berharap dengan kita mendengarkan ajaran tentang Manggala ini, lalu kita berlatih untuk mempraktekannya, maka kita dapat mendapatkan manfaat, mendapatkan kesejahteraan tidak hanya di masa sekarang, tapi juga masa depan, dan ini baik untuk dipraktekkan semua orang.
Baik, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sekarang, sebelum kita menutup acara pada hari ini, kita akan melakukan satu kebajikan lagi, yaitu dengan pelimpahan jasa. Please, Bhante, lead to share our merit.
Okay, follow up to me. Idang me punyam.
Idang me punyam.
asawakaya wam hotu
Asawakaya wahang hotu
idang me punyam
idhang me punyang
nibbana sabaccio hotu
nibbana sa pacayo hotu
idang no punyal bagam
imang no punya bagang
salba saddanam dima
Sabha Sathana Dema
salbi saddang
Sabe Sata
sukida bhavantu
Sukita Bawantu
sadu sadu
Sadhu
sadu.
Sadhu. Baik, sekarang kita akan melakukan sesi foto. Diirin, boleh dihitung.
Sorry, internet aku agak jelek. Ini apa gambar-gambar online nggak ada yang keluar.
Oke.
Ada yang bisa bantu?
Oke.
Cifalin aja ya.
Ya. Oke. Kalau gitu, semuanya tolong bersikap anjali dan jangan lupa senyum. Oke, aku hitung ya. 1, 2, ya, tunggu yang lain open cam dulu. Oke. 1, 2, 3. Sekali lagi, 1, 2, 3. Oke. Oke, done.
So see you next week.
Ya, thank you Bhante.
Thank you,
Okay.
Bhante.
Okay.
Thank you Bhante for the teaching. May Bhante be well, happy, and peaceful.
Oke. Selanjutnya, kami akan membacakan program Yasati Youth berikutnya. Pada hari Minggu, tanggal 4 Juli 2021, akan ada kelanjutan pembahasan Manggala Sutta bersama Bhante Dhammasara. Teman-teman jangan sampai ketinggalan ya, karena di bagian terakhir ini pasti pembahasannya akan lebih detail dan lebih menarik.
Nah, teman-teman, sekarang kami ingin melihat teman-teman dapat mengisi form feedback yang sudah dikirimkan melalui kolom komentar di bawah ini. Di situ, teman-teman juga bisa mendapatkan akses untuk masuk ke grup Yasati Youth dan mendapatkan info-info mengenai acara Yasati Youth selanjutnya.
Terakhir, jangan lupa follow Instagram Yasati Youth ya teman-teman. Dan terima kasih untuk para volunteer yang sudah dapat membantu pada acara hari ini. Kalau begitu, kami akan menutup acara pada sore hari ini. See you Kalinamita.
Bye.